Welcome back to another week's edition of Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio right here on AM 920 The Answer. In this first segment, we have our Metro Atlanta real estate update for the month of January 2026 and year to date, which is the same. And our something you should know about Metro Atlanta, let's talk traffic and a lot of money that should be coming to solve our traffic problems. We have been years and years and years behind getting the money to invest in our infrastructure here in Metro Atlanta. We're going to also talk about housing affordable, a proposal that's already shaking up the real estate world by President Trump. Again, welcome to Go Gaddis Real Estate Radio. I'm Cleve Gaddis. I've been a real estate agent, broker, team leader in Metro Atlanta since 2000. On this show, our mission is really simple. It's to help you go from real estate novice to expert, so buying and selling a home can be done with total confidence and without all the worry and all the fear and confusion and the second guessing that often comes with life's biggest investments. And it really isn't just about real estate. It's about making smarter decisions for you, your family, and your future. If you've got a question or a comment or even a challenge, we want to hear from you. Go to gogaddisradio.com, GOGADDIS radio.com. While you're there, you can push back, share ideas, either check out some of our neighborhood spotlights or ask us to feature your neighborhood in a neighborhood spotlight. And you can subscribe to our podcast and our YouTube channel so you never miss anything. And you can go back and search through all of our podcasts and all of our YouTube channel videos in case there's topics out there that you would like to listen to more on. Let's jump into the Metro Atlanta market update. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. This is not through the end of January. I should have known that. We haven't had time to get it out. I just said a minute ago it's through the end of January. It's not. It's through December. So it's for December of 2025 and all last year. And this is going to be great. So we're going to get a chance to look at how the market did overall. In Atlanta last year, there was 71,101 homes that were listed for sale, which is 5.8% more homes than the prior year. We had a total of 41,728. Now, this is in the single-family detached. We had 41,728 closed sales, which is down 1.5% from the prior year. Condos and townhomes, we had 11,000. So add those two together, you're at like 53,000 closings in Metro Atlanta. And I think if you remember from, I don't know if it was earlier in this show or from last week's show, I said the most sales I remember Metro Atlanta is 115,000, and last year we were at 55,000. I don't remember it being as low as 55,000 even in 2007, 2008, 9, 10, and 11 when the market was really, really bad. So hopefully we've hit our low point in the market. Days on the market until sale last year, 42, which is up 23.5% over the prior year. Average sales price, single-family detached homes, $564,563, which is 1.6% over the average sales price the prior year. Months of supply of inventory at the end of the year, 3.2 for single-family detached, which is up 10.3%. There were 11,170 single-family detached homes available for sale. In our residential attached listings, we had 22,936 condos and townhomes listed, which is up 12.2% over the prior year. Closed sales, 11,089, which is down 6.6% over 2024. The days on the market until sale, 54 days for condos and townhomes compared to 42 for single-family detached homes, which is an increase of 31.7% over the 41-day average at the end of 2024. Average sales price in condos and townhomes slipped just a little bit. Average sales price in 2024 was $414,180. That dropped to $410,365, so it dropped 0.9%. At the end of December, there were 4,310 condos and townhomes available for sale, which is 14.6% more condos and townhomes available for sale than at the end of December, which means we have 4.7 months worth of inventory. That is a real key number because when you're under 4 months worth of inventory, it's a seller's market. 4 and 5 months worth of inventory, it is a balanced market. Over 5 months worth of inventory, it is a buyer's market. So we are about mid-range in a balanced market for condos and townhomes, which makes sense because there's more condo and townhome inventory. There's more pressure on the market, so it makes sense that the average sales price dropped slightly from 2024 to 2025. 2025. If you have questions about anything going on in the Metro Atlanta real estate market, you can reach out to us, 770-497-0000. And here's something you should know about Metro Atlanta. Let's talk about traffic and a lot of money. Governor Kemp has proposed $2 billion with a B, $2 billion for highway projects, with most of it aimed at building more express lanes on some of Metro Atlanta's most congested interstates. Supporters say that this is about the reality. Georgia is growing fast. Atlanta's traffic isn't getting better, and express lanes get drivers a choice. They can pay for a faster commute or sit in gridlock. I spent a lot of time in Dallas, Texas, as you know if you listen to the show, and they have toll roads all over the place. I would say Tammy spends a couple $100s a month, maybe a little bit more, on tolls in the area. And the truth is that if I had to do that right here in Metro Atlanta, I think I would, because they've got way more roads. They've got interstate and big road and access roads and all kinds of things that we don't really have and do well here in Metro Atlanta. And I'll be honest with you, one of the things that does frustrate me about living here is that I have to leave my home in Johns Creek, Georgia, over 3 hours before my flight leaves in order to make it to the airport and get checked in on time. Critics are pushing back hard. They say express lanes don't really actually fix congestion. They just price it instead of solving traffic. They say we're creating a two-tier road system where time saving depends on your wallet. And some ask whether $2 billion would be better spent on transit, road repairs, or alternatives that benefit everyone. I'm going to be honest with you. I think they ought to just spend it on expanding the roads. But here's the question. Do express lanes actually improve traffic and growth in Metro Atlanta, or are we spending billions just to manage congestion instead of fixing the problems? And would you pay to use them, or would you avoid them altogether? You already know I would pay to use them, but I'm not sure they're absolutely the best solution. This segment of the show is brought to you by the law firm of O'Kelly and Sorahan. They're a full-service law firm with 30 offices throughout Metro Atlanta. They specialize in residential real estate closings, including home purchases, refinance closings, corporate relocation, and real estate contract review and title insurance matters. They can be reached by calling 770-497-1880. 770-497-1880. They are our preferred closing provider, and I believe if you use them, you'll be very, very, very glad you did. If you need to sell your home anytime in the next year, we want to make sure you get the upside. You're probably thinking, of course you want me to get the upside, because then you get the upside. Don't you get paid a percentage? That's not the kind of upside I'm talking about. The answer to that question is yes, we want you to get the upside, and yes, we'd like to make a little bit more money. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, but we love it when it does. But we want you to get the upside, meaning how you sell your home is probably something that should be unique to your family. So do you want to get a guaranteed cash offer, closing as little as 21 days, not make any repairs, have any showings, do anything to the home, no open houses? Do you want to list it as is, where is, sell it without doing a thing in the world to it? Do you want to make some improvements to it through our rehab and refresh program so that you can get the highest sales price possible, maybe spend $1 on upgrades and get $2 or $3 back in return? Or do you need to buy your new home before you sell your existing home? We can handle all of those for you. You heard that right. We do all 4 of those ways to sell a house for you. In most cases, I would say our listings go through our rehab and refresh program, where we invest a little money in the house, get it in the best condition, and sell it, and it works better, sells much, much faster. But you need to determine what the upside is for you, because the upside for you is not the same as the upside for everybody else. So if you want to know in black and white, in dollars and cents, what option for selling your home makes the best financial sense for you, the best timing sense, the best I don't want to have risk, or I don't mind having risk sense for you, go to gogaddisradio.com, click on the upside, put in a little information. We'll reach out to you and help you understand exactly how each of those 4 scenarios would work out for you if you are selling your home. President Trump recently, and you may or may not have heard, says large investors are part of the housing affordability problem, and he wants to stop them from buying single-family homes. What does that mean for home buyers, renters, and housing supply? And could a policy like that realistically move the affordability needle? Robinson in Atlanta submitted a question: would banning big investors from buying homes actually help regular buyers here in Metro Atlanta, or could it end up backfiring? And the answer is it very well could end up backfiring, but it also could provide a little bit of relief. This is from realestatenews.com, January 7th of this year. Housing headline that's getting a ton of attention this month is President Trump saying institutional investors, which would be BlackRock and Wall Street. It actually defines it, I think, as investors who own any more than 10 homes. I'm not sure that that's exactly right. I'm looking through the article to see, but I don't see it here. And long story short, he says they should be banned from purchasing single-family homes. The president says he wants to prohibit what he calls large institutional investors from buying single-family homes, saying homes are for people, not corporations. He's also calling on Congress to put that ban into law and says more housing and affordability proposals are coming soon. Here's where it really gets interesting. Corporate owners make up just under 9% of residential properties in urban areas, and so-called mega investors, those owning over 1,000 homes, control only about 2% of investor-owned inventory. But the broader investor category tells a different story. In fact, investors bought about 1/3 of all homes last year, the highest share we've seen in 5 years. And when interest rates are high, investors, many paying cash, often have an edge over traditional buyers. Now, for Atlanta, this matters. Our market has been a magnet for investors, especially in affordable and suburban neighborhoods. If large institutional investors are restricted, we could see less competition for entry-level homes, which may help some first-time home buyers, and I believe that's true. But here's the flip side. Many of those homes became rentals. If investor activity slows too much, rental supply could tighten, which may put upward pressure on rents, especially in Metro Atlanta, where demand is already strong. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I have a very special guest, Melanie Connor, who's the CEO of Rainbow Village. Gaddis Partners, originally Gaddis Group, and now Modern Traditions Realty Group, considers Rainbow Village one of the best charities in Metro Atlanta that we look to support. Stick with us. We've got Melanie and more. We'll be back.